Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Fan
Now
Thank
let's
you.
start the show.
Thank you.
What's the deal with Xbox Live Online? It's like Xbox Live Gold with the ground. I just wanted to bring this up because it was a cool piece of news that I heard, and I was like, "That's awesome!" And it was a while ago because I'm recording at the end of September, and this was a change that happened in April of this year. So, what they did is for stuff, the Xbox games, for free to play games on Xbox 360, One, and the X/S. You can play free to play games online for free without having to get the gold membership. So that's cool. Because with other games, when you buy the games, you have to get the gold membership to play online with them, which, when you think about that, kind of sucks, but also kind of makes sense if you have the money, because some of those games you're getting for free, you're getting on discounts for having those services anyways, or if you have Game Pass, you can, I think that also counts as just being able to play them that way, I think. I might be wrong on that, but I think. But the main thing, the idea is, if you have your Xbox One, or your Xbox 360, or Xbox XS, you can play those free to play games you get, and they don't cost any money to get those games anyways, right? So then if you aren't going to pay money for those games, you're probably not going to want to pay money for a subscription for those games, right? Because then it's if I'm paying money for doing stuff for my games anyways, I might as well just buy a game that I don't necessarily need to have a subscription to keep playing. So it makes some sense, and then those games are going to make money through microtransactions and other bullshit if they're going to make money, and people who aren't going to pay money on it aren't going to pay money anyway. They're not going to pay money for a subscription to play a free-to-play game. It's just not going to happen, right? So this is just good news. I think this is cool news. Some stuff you still need it for, games that have a free-to-play thing, but also other stuff in there. They're saying it won't work for those. I don't know if they mean entirely or just for the parts that you need to pay to access. You will need a live membership to play that part online if it's a paid to access the stuff in the first place. Which, yeah, kind of sucks that you pay more money on top of the money you're already paying. But again, that's showing that you have a willingness to actually pay that money in the first place. And that online stuff works for all your games when you do that. So that's kind of neat. I don't know, I guess it just seems like a neat idea, and they're giving you options, because they're maybe people don't have to get a gold membership, they don't have to get a Game Pass membership, they don't have to get the Game Pass Ultimate thing, just to play stuff, on there, especially if they're they get the system and they just want to play some games. It would be cool to play some stuff online with people. If it's a free-to-play game, it would suck to just not be able to play it if you had to, also pay for a subscription that you don't want to pay for, or maybe can't pay for. So I think overall, that's a pretty good idea. And I just really like that. I was happy to hear that. And I've been surprised. Microsoft's been doing some cool stuff with Xbox that just, between that and their backwards compatibility, and they're doing some stuff to work with Nintendo a little bit and being cool about that. They're being cool about cross-platform play. They've come a long way from the big snafu of we're going to make it so you can't play, you can't sell your used games, when they backed way off of that. Ever since then, they've been doing pretty good about doing some really cool stuff with this, because I think they're kind of realizing that they're going to be making money on people actually playing their games and wanting to play them, regardless of where those games are. They're making them go onto PC as well. I think they're doing a pretty cool job with a lot of stuff, and so this is just another thing where I think this is really cool. I've been happy with a lot of stuff they've done, and as someone who somewhat newly still, is new to having one of these systems. I got an Xbox One S. I'm pretty happy with some of these things they've been doing. It's been cool. I've been liking that. So they've come a long way since the beginning of the Xbox One, generation launch, fiasco shit. The shit-asco. Yeah, but all I want to say basically is if you have Xbox One or 360 or X or S, you can play on, online free-to-play stuff without having to get a gold membership, and that's cool. I think that's a neat thing that more people should know about if they don't. And and more people. Yeah, that's good. I won't say it the opposite way. That's dumb. I want people to know. I can like things. Sometimes I'm allowed to like things. Okay, I'm allowed to say nice things. This isn't always about being angry all the time. Mostly is, but not always. I can feel other things. Pain, hunger, sadness, pain, and sometimes I feel okay. And this is one of those. This is one of those times. This was however many minutes of being okay. God, I wish I could speak properly, but I suck because my brain and my mouth work in slightly different ways. They're not incompatible, but like one is like a slightly different version of the same operating system, and they don't quite line up right. But we make it work. We do okay. We haven't committed crimes yet, so I think it's probably going okay. Maybe. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I don't even know if I actually exist right now. For all I know, I am just a dream inside of a dream, outside of a dream, inside of a box. Or is it? Who can really say unless you open the box or don't? I don't know. That's not my job. What's the deal with Xbox Live? Free to play online being free to play online games for free if you're playing. It's like Xbox Game Pass with the ground. What's the deal with Sam? What's the